We've got a solo session at the Parkour Park today. So we do have a time limit today. It is currently 9:30. Parkour Journeys comes out today. I've given myself till 11 o'clock and then maybe a 3-hour edit. Hopefully be enough time for me to render it out, get it up to YouTube and for YouTube to process it so that we can bring it to you lovely people just in time. So the first thing I like to do when I'm at the Parkour Park, after of course I've kind of swung side to side and stretched out the lats, make sure they're ready to go, and I've done my other warm-up and stuff, is I like to just walk around all of the tops of the park, because when you first get here they're still quite high, even though you've run across them when you're fully warmed up. But when you first get here, it's like, oh, you know, getting that balance back in, getting yourself ready to move. And I find like a little bit of a scary height kind of zones you in quite quickly. So I just try and make my way around the park, get comfortable with the area.
First one's always super scary.
The second thing I like to do after I've ran around all the top of the rails is force myself to do all the polecats I know I can do at the Parkour Park. These are, the thing about them is they're scary the first few times you start doing them, and but I try and make myself do it with no prep. Every time I just sort of like make myself swing into it and like have to accept what goes on and just not do any preps, not do any swings to like before the pole, just go straight into it. It always seems to work out, and it's a great way to get me in the headspace of just going through things and not like overthinking it, you know? So yeah, I find that really, really helpful. So I'm gonna go around and do all the lache podcasts I can do in the Parkour Park. Of course, we've got the added pressure today that I'm doing it all with GoPro in my mouth first time, which makes that little bit of difference when you just got that thing right here. So why am I making this video? I am gonna take a month. I'm going to take a month off my training because there's for two reasons. And the first one is that, as you may, if you've been following, you know that I injured my knee a couple of weeks back, and it wasn't anything serious. It was basically the case that I just neglected my body over Christmas because I was just doing too much sitting down and not enough stretching and not enough activity. And I went for this big concat, and for some reason there was a knot in my right quad that pulled on my patella tendon in my right knee, which made it really like kind of hinge out and flare up, and it's been bothering me ever since. I thought that I could continue training and do the rehab and have it get better, and it has been getting better, but the problem is that I'm constantly just pushing it that little bit too far. When I finally got the rehab for the left leg, there was no chance of me pushing it too far because I hadn't been doing parkour to the level that I'd been doing it at now for so long that I was just easing my way back into it properly. But now, with the right leg, I'm so used to doing the things I'm used to doing that I'm like, oh, it's better today. I've been doing the rehab, it should be fine, and then I do something that just puts it off and just puts it out a little bit too much, you know what I mean? The thing I've got to do is all the lache prise around the park. Whoa! I nearly landed right on the camera, gave that one too much steam for sure. So what we got, the reason is, like, this is not comfortable. So I've come to the realization that what I need to do is take a full month off and get my recovery nailed in. I know exactly what I need to do. I've done it for my left leg. I've seen improvements from my right leg. The only thing that's holding me back is that I go for a big jump, overcook it, knee twinges a bit too much, and then we're set back a couple of weeks. So it's just like, it's just not worth it to my body. And the amount that I talk to you guys about taking care of your body and making sure that it's all working in the way that it needs to be working before you do your jumps, I'd be such a massive hypocrite if I didn't take my own advice and properly recondition myself so that I'm back to 100%. It's not like I was just ignoring this. Like, I really thought that I could train, like condition my body in the way that I did with my left leg and just come back training, because that's what I did with my left leg. But unfortunately, it seems to be the case that, like I say, I'm just going for things that are too big whilst I'm trying to rehab. Also, a lot of the thing is that obviously I have parkour journeys to make and I want to keep making them, and I love bringing you guys this content. It's one of my favorite things to do, and I'd hate for you guys to have to miss out on the video, you know, once a week, and like, so I'm just kind of half committing to that. So there's a lot of things kind of going on in my mind about why I want to keep going, you know what I mean? But it's like, it's to the point now where I think it's time. I've got to call it. I've got to take a proper month off, properly recondition my legs and my knees, and just come back stronger than ever. Like, there's no real downside other than I have to stop making these videos, which of course kind of sucks. I think it's just about time that I start working on a line now. So I've got a little one that I did the other week, but it came out kind of sketchy, but I'm gonna do it, see if I can work it out now. Middle of the run. Sometimes, you know, I love GoPro. It's such a good camera, but they never come without their glitches. I've never met anyone who has had a GoPro without any glitches in. The next line I want to do is a really big ask. I dreamt this up last night, and just thought I'd try it out today. I want to swing, do 360 catch onto that bar, lache turn around, and then bring it round for the polecat over here. I've been pretty good at like landing in like a janky position on here and getting this polecat. I got that awesome thing that I loved from last week, which was lache pre 360 down polecat. I'll put that in again because I love doing that. It didn't look half as janky as it is on the film. Yeah, so I got a jump. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try this now. That'll go. It's just started raining. Fucking hit. Okay. Alright, cool. So I got this. Got the splat, spin, grab. That's going good. I just need to get the grab so it's actually got momentum to swing me into the turnaround. Yes! No way! Oh man, I didn't have enough momentum to do that at all, and it worked. Fucking yes! See, I have no idea how that came off. That was I shouldn't have made that, but I managed to kind of like reach out and grab and pull it in. I'm gonna do it a few more times. I thought that was going to take way longer. It's so interesting because the swing is shooting me into like whatever kind of weird. I had to like move my shoulder out of the way of the wall that time, and I still can just get my feet to the polecat whenever I want. I'm really leveling up on the polecats, man. I can do them from like any position. I will release a tutorial. It's going to happen. I know you guys want one. I'm so pumped. So pumped on that working. It literally didn't take anywhere near as long as I thought it would. And one more, shoot it one more time. Okay, caught my fingers on the wall on that one. That was hectic. That was just loosey-goosey scary. I'm getting this turnaround thing like way easier than I thought. It's just landed in the right position to turn around and then swing into this. It's cool though, it's cool. And it's like one of those things where like this will make its way into like another line later on in the game. So like it's cool that I got it now and it's kind of its own move and its own thing. But if I can find a way to get into this, or like once I land in the cat leap over there, to get up and like do something else, then yeah man, that's gonna be some cool stuff. So let's just finish off this chat because I want to keep going on about why this is my last session for a month. So like, and the reason I chose the parkour park is because I can do all of this stuff really without hurting my knee, as long as I can keep it disciplined to basically just swinging and not landing. Just swinging and not landing, or landing, because when you lâcher prise, it's super soft. It's like you glide onto it. It's nothing like when you jump and take that impact. So I'll probably get a session or two in at the parkour park just to keep sharp over the next month, but apart from that, it's going to be completely like a no-go, like absolutely no jumps. So I've got a regime for my legs, which is like a tried and tested routine. I know for a fact that I'm going to be strong as it gets after a month for sure. But I am going to take that month, and it is going to be what I need to do. So the second thing is I'm actually getting a little, I don't want to say burnt out with the Parkour Journeys videos, but I'm putting in a lot of work into these, like a lot. And you may have noticed that the last few weeks I've been like editing them on the Tuesday, just about getting them up. It may not have even finished processing by the time you're ready to watch it, you know, at 5:30, and they're like there and it's ready to go, but like it hasn't even finished processing because I've just been so late on the deadline. And I'm like, that's just not how I want to do things. Like I've always been disciplined to have it scheduled in and done on time, and I know it's not a discipline issue. I've just got so much going on at the moment that it's becoming increasingly difficult to get these out on time as my life gets more hectic. Now with Parkour Journeys, it's like I absolutely love it, but at the moment it has become, like I say, just a bit overwhelming. And for me, it's always been really about making the videos. I love going out and training. I love producing these videos. I love the inspiration that people get from these videos. The Think Tank Thursdays, they're doing so well. When I say doing well though, I mean like the people I do reach get such an amazing experience from them, which I'm so thankful for. But it's reaching so few people that it's become a bit disheartening. And like I'm sitting on like 5k subscribers, which is awesome, but I'm getting like 300 views a week-ish per video, 300 to 500 views a week per video, and I've been doing this week in, week out for 3 years now, 2 years consistently on the week in, week out, and for about 3 or 4 months on Think Tank Thursdays, and now we've just got this new mobility line come out as well. It's a lot of stuff, and I just want to keep giving, and I absolutely love giving, but it's very, very hard to do all of this and just feel like you're not progressing, you're not growing, you haven't, like the audience is just snail slow growing, and it's such a shame because I just feel like this is information that I'd love to get to everybody, and I feel like I make really good vlogs. I feel like, you know, I feel like I know that I put tons of effort into them. I know that the people who do watch them really think they're awesome and really enjoy them. It's just that I have no idea. Maybe I'm just playing the YouTube game wrong or whatever it is. I'm doing everything I can, and it's just not coming off. I don't know how much longer I can do this without being paid to do it, whilst I have to do other work on the outside, you know what I mean? Sorry to interrupt, but I just want to tell you, I'm so sketched out by that 180 off the pole cat, straight from the 270 cat, because it's like, your feet are just in some crazy position, and then you've got to try and like, aim your 180 foot into another pole cat. Fucking scary, man. I'm so happy I got it. One more. And I'm really fortunate with my job because I don't have to do loads of work to get quite a bit of money, because I've built myself up to be a decent videographer and I can get decent pay for it. So that's why I have the time to put the content out that I do, but it's been years now and I'm still seeing such small growth. I'm seeing other channels and they just grow really fast, and I just don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm trying, I really am trying, and obviously you guys know that from the bottom of my heart I want to help and contribute to the community as best I can. But I don't know how like it's just frazzling me out to not have this be my actual job and just be this thing that I'm putting 90% of my time into. I mean, videos are coming out like every day at the moment, and it just even just the parkour journeys takes up like two days out of a week, like 2 full days, and then like 2.5 days to get the extra social content and all that stuff. And like I've got to fit my other life around that. And the Think Tank Thursdays, it's so difficult because I love putting the content out. I just fucking love it, man. But I can't keep putting all this energy in and just getting nothing out of it. And don't get me wrong, I'm super passionate about Parkour Journeys and super passionate about the videos and about making them. Like, it's not like I don't enjoy it, but I don't know, like it is becoming a little bit of a chore. My life has become a little bit more complicated recently, and there's other things I want to do with my life, and I'm like, how much time and energy could I take out of Parkour Journeys and put into something that's actually going to be fruitful for me, you know what I mean? And it may be coming to that time where I have to give it up if I don't see some real results and real progress on it soon, which would be such a shame because it's such a big part of my life, and I feel like I can contribute so much to the community from what I've learned and my years of experience in parkour, and it's just what I love. But like I don't know, I really don't know what to do. So this month has kind of come at a good time because now I can kind of see how I actually feel after doing a month of no content. Now, Think Tank Thursdays will still be coming out because they get shot all at the beginning of the month, and they're just scheduled to go out across the month. So you're still going to see me for Think Tank Thursdays if you're interested in that. But the vlogs will be stopping for a month, and I hope to see you all back here. I hope to see you all back here after the month has ended. I hope that, see, this is the fear with YouTube. You're like, if I stop for a month, like, oh my god, is everyone just gonna leave and not see my content ever again because the algorithm just stops it from being seen because I've not been consistent or whatever the hell it is. I mean, hopefully the Think Tank Thursdays keep people interested. I don't know, man. Like, it's such a hectic game. It's not. It just feels so poorly managed, just the whole YouTube game. Yeah, like, I mean, how can you put out this consistent, like, decent content and just have it never get seen? I just don't understand. I hope to see you back after I've had my month off and I come back nice and strong, and I'll see how I feel, like, because if I have the month off and then actually my lifestyle's a lot happier, it may be the case that I stop the weekly vlogs and I'll make that decision for my life because I'm going to do what makes me more happy. And if that means putting all this energy that I've got while I'm young into something new, some new venture, some new artistic creative venture, like, there's other things I enjoy doing, like painting and writing and like creating music, and there's just so many other avenues that I neglect because I just am pushing so hard on this filmmaking and on Parkour Journeys because I love it, because I'm passionate about it. But I don't know if neglecting those other things is a good thing anymore. So it's going to be super interesting for me over this month, and I'm looking forward to updating you when I get back about how I actually feel about it all and how it's affected me, and whether or not, you know, I might just be gagging to get back to Parkour Journeys. You never know. Like, that may be the case, and I can imagine that it's a very strong chance that will be the case. And if that is, then Parkour Journeys will continue as normal. But there's also the opportunity for me to kind of grow in a few new spaces that I've been excited to grow in, but have been putting off because of all the energy that goes into these. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. It's kind of where I'm at with it, and I'm glad I can be honest with you guys and let you know where I'm at with it, and I know that you will understand. Most of the people who watch this are very, very loyal to Parkour Journeys, which is incredible, and it's a huge part of the reason that I don't want to give this up. But it's just like it's yeah, I've said it all. I've said what I need to say. Dude, I'm so pumped. I've never done that before, that whole line in one go. And I just fucking one banged it, and then I got it with the drone up and everything. So fucking happy with that. I want you to know that I love you guys, and I love Parkour Journeys and everything it stands for. And you know what it does stand for is to keep that freedom of movement alive. The message of parkour that is love for movement, freedom through movement, not just, you know, not just like making money and selling clothes and just like throwing down huge moves so you can get massive Instagram likes and all this kind of nonsense that's been going on with parkour. I get it. It's like, yeah, cool. Like, people want to make a living. Like I say, I'm trying to make a living myself with this, but it's like, don't lose that essence. Don't lose that essence of parkour, which is to be free through your movement, to free your soul through your movement, and to include everyone, and to have a community of people that love each other and like help each other train, and not just like only pay attention to the guy who's doing the double cork gap. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's important, and that's what we try and bring you here with Parkour Journeys, and that's why I push so hard for it, because I hate for that message to be lost. But no one's hearing me anyway, so what am I supposed to do? I don't want to end this on a sad note. I'm excited for my month off. I'm excited to do some training here at the Parkour Park and not have to film it, and just get into the zone and not always be talking from my mind, and just shut that part of me off and just move. I'm excited for that. I'm excited to maybe cook up some new projects, some new ideas, like some long form content that Parkour Journeys could do that takes months long, and maybe it's not consistent content. Maybe I just film some actual parkour films. Who knows? I could do that. There's so many other avenues I could go down. You know, parkour photography, parkour documentary, parkour like magazine making, like whatever it is. You know, even if I want to keep relating it to parkour. And there's just such a whole wide world out there, and it's not that parkour is the be all and end all of everything. But I think it is the key thing in my life, and it always has been, which is why I've continued for so long with this path. It truly has set me free. So yeah, I guess thanks for watching, thanks for listening to me ramble on about Parkour Journeys, and I love you guys so much. I'd hate to have to give this up. But yeah, anyway, I'll see you in a month. I'll let you know where I've been at, and yeah, I look forward to talking to you in a month and letting you know where I've been, what I've been up to. Alright, big love guys, and please do check back in a month. If not, enjoyed this time with you anyway, and I'll see you on the next one, motherfucker.